What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Weight Zone podcast, and we are back for another day of MMA bets, guys. This is going to be UFC Paris, the full breakdown. If you guys have not watched yet, I had about over an hour video that I just made. I went live on YouTube, breaking down the whole entire odds of what I think is probably the best lines. But this is the video where I'm going to be out here giving you guys my actual predictions. Like you guys always know, in the description, my bets are always in the description. Also in the description, guys, I have these links in my description to my Buy Me a Coffee. If you guys want to be a supporter to my Buy Me a Coffee, become a member. I put my locks of the day on there. Right now we're 5-2 in our locks a day. We've been doing really well until tonight, where we just took Lonnie Silva in the LFA and she got caught with an armbar. But besides that, we were killing it so far in the locks of the day. So if you guys want to become a member and figure out which bet I'm going to be taking for this UFC event, I'm a lock of the day, become a member at my Buy Me a Coffee, guys, and I'll be sending you locks and giving you guys locks every single day. And let's cash out. If you guys are here for the first time, also click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys. We do all different types of sports. We're getting to the NFL season. We got soccer on the daily. We do MMA events, not just UFC. We do LFA, we do PFL, we do one championship. We do all different types of events. So come back and let's cash out for all those events. But today it's UFC Paris, very fun card. So let's cash out and just make some money. First fight of the night, guys, is going to be the women's strawweight division. Shauna Bannon taking on Sam Hughes. This one, guys, I'm taking Sam Hughes, and honestly, it's kind of scary to say because it's women's MMA and the first fight of the night, but I'm taking Sam Hughes. I think Sam Hughes should be a confident play this weekend. I think Shauna Bannon is going to be armbar from guard or bust. I don't think she's going to be able to stop the takedowns from Sam Hughes. Shauna Bannon has a good sidekick where I feel like she's going to end up throwing that sidekick out there, and Sam Hughes is going to push the pressure and end up taking her down. And that's why I see this happening. I think Sam Hughes is just eventually going to get his fight to the floor and just rinse and repeat over and over again, and then hold a lot of ground control with some ground and pound and eventually get the decision victory. Sam Hughes usually wins decision victories. Over 2.5 shoots to a minus 500. If you want to take Sam Hughes at the decision prop, it breaks down that minus 300 price tag on her to like a minus 110. But guys, this one I'm taking Sam Hughes, and I think she does it by decision. Alright, guys, next fight is going to be Andreas Gustafsson taking on Renat Fakhretdinov. This one, guys, I'm taking Andreas Gustafsson. This guy is just a dog. I like how he fights. He likes pushing forward. He makes every fight into a war. If this fight is a war, it's his style of a fight. And Renat Fakhretdinov doesn't like wars. He tries to come in there and shows technical abilities in his wrestling and tries to win this fight pretty easily, but he tends to slow down those later rounds. He had a fight in Carlos Leal where I had money on Renat, but Renat went out there and lost that fight, in my opinion. The judges gave it to him, and I was happy because I cashed my bet, but just watching it as a fan, he really lost that fight to Carlos Leal, and now I feel like he's taking a bigger step up in competition against Andreas Gustafsson, where he just went out there and had a dog fight against Chaos Williams and went out there and honestly beat Chaos Williams and outdogged a dog in Chaos Williams. So actually Chaos Williams. So I think Gustafsson is going to end up coming here winning this fight. I think he does it by either a third round knockout or even a decision. He's going to come in here putting the pressure on Renat. Renat tends to tire, and I think in those later rounds, Andreas Gustafsson has a good chance in that third round to get like a 10-8 and come in there and honestly either finish him or just getting this fight done by decision. So for this fight, give me the he was an underdog, but now he's a favorite. But give me the Andreas Gustafsson. I'm taking him. I think he wins by decision or a third round finish. Alright, guys, next fight in the middleweight division, Brad Tavares taking on Robert Buszek. This one, guys, I'm taking Brad Tavares, and I think he's going to do it by decision. I think he's going to come out here and win this fight pretty easily, honestly. Like, I don't think Robert Buszek can come out here and take him down. I don't think he can knock out Brad Tavares. And just with Brad Tavares being a very good veteran, I think he's going to be able to land those strikes on the outside and show his boxing skills off. Maybe him mixing in some takedowns and win this fight by decision. I'm pretty high on Brad Tavares this weekend. I think the over 2.5 might be the safest play, honestly. It's a minus 170, or I should say the over 2.5 is a minus 200. The fight to go decision is a minus 170. That might be the best bet on this one because I do believe the over hits in this one. I don't think anybody gets finished, but I think Brad Tavares wins this fight, and I think he does it by decision. Alright, guys, next fight in the welterweight division, Sam Patterson taking on Trey Waters. This one, guys, I'm taking Sam Patterson. This is going to be a fight between two very tall guys that have really long length, and they both don't have the best chin either, and they both kind of leave their chins up in the air. Trey Waters hits with power. He likes to snipe from the outside and have those popping jabs, but Sam Patterson, just those straight shots, and he's very accurate with the shots he does throw, but he is chinny at times. But I do believe Sam Patterson is going to get this fight to the floor and end up winning this fight by submission. Che Water does not have the grappling skills to keep up with Sam Patterson. So if Sam Patterson comes in here, like I do believe he's going to, get this fight to the floor right away, I think he has a good chance of winning this fight by submission in that first or second round. So for this fight, give me Sam Patterson. I think he does it by submission. All right, guys, next fight in the lightweight division, Harry Hardwick taking on Caio Fernandes. This one, guys, I'm not that confident in. I kind of just did a breakdown live right now, and I kind of talked myself into Harry Hardwick, but I guess I'm picking Caio Fernandes, but I'm not confident at all. I'd probably stay away from this one. If you guys are going to bet this fight, bet the underdog in Harry Hardwick. If Hardwick had a full training camp and not on 4-day notice, I'd probably be picking Hardwick as the underdog of the day, but I'm picking Caio Fernandes just because he was already ready to fight. He was in a full training camp, and I was taking on a guy that's coming up from Cage Warriors. That was Cage Warriors champion on a very short notice. So I think Caio Fernandes has a good chance of getting those takedowns or landing some shots and landing that leg kick, and honestly winning this fight out probably by decision. But like I said, it's dog or pass for me. I wouldn't put any money on Caio Fernandes. If you're going to bet this fight, probably take a dog shot on Harry Hardwick. All right, guys, next fight in the heavyweight division, Marcin Tybura taking on Ante Delija. This one, guys, I'm taking Marcin Tybura. These guys fought 10 years ago where Marcin Tybura ended up landing a leg kick where Delija checked it, but he ended up breaking his leg, and Delija ended up getting finished, I guess, but he had a broken leg, and the fight was stopped because of injury. But it was 10 years ago, so we don't really look into that too much. But this fight, guys, I'm taking Tybura because I think Tybura is going to be able to mix in the wrestling and a lot of that fence control on the clinch control and the fence. Delija doesn't have the best takedown defense, as in I've seen him fight Maurice Green in the PFL, and Maurice Green was able to take him down. Delija did win that fight, but Maurice Green is levels below Tybura. Tybura is a better wrestler. Tybura honestly has a really good chin, and I think Delija is going to be knockout or bust. But if Tybura gets him down to the floor, I think Tybura is going to end up finishing him with some ground and pound on the floor because the levels on the ground are just on Tybura's side, and Delija doesn't have the best gas tank, I don't believe, and I think Tybura can finish him. So for this fight, guys, give me Marcin Tybura, and I think he does it by ground and pound. All right, next fight, guys, in the light heavyweight division, Umar Sy taking on Brenton Ribeiro. This one, guys, I'm thinking Umar Sy. I think he's going to have a good bounce back in this one. He's taking a big step down in competition from Alonzo Menefield to Brenton Ribeiro. I think the UFC wants to get rid of Ribeiro at this point, so that's why they're booking him in this fight against Umar Sy, and they also want to get Umar Sy back on that winning track. He's from France. He's in his home country. Every single fight Brenton Ribeiro's ever been in, he's been able to get taken down by his opponent, and he's not going to be able to stop those takedowns here. I think Umar Sy gets his fight to the floor right away and end up getting him out of there by ground and pound finish or even a submission. So for this fight, guys, give me Umar Sy, and I think he does it by either knockout by ground and pound or gets a submission victory. All right, guys, just a quick break before I finish this breakdown. If you guys are here for soccer, if you guys are here for the NFL, if you guys are here for MMA, I'm taking a quick break to let you guys know this is going to be my Cash App tag. And also, I'm going to have a Buy Me a Coffee where I set memberships in my Buy Me a Coffee. So if you guys want to support the page, if you guys want to become a member, I really appreciate that. Any tips you guys send me, if you guys want to do Zelle, if you guys want to do Venmo, let me guys know. Anything will help me gain this page a little better. I'd appreciate all the tips. They are not required, but they are very appreciated. And also, guys, all of my bets are always in the description. If you guys know me by now, all my bets are always put in the description of the video. But the one thing I'm doing new now, starting this past week, so far we are 3-0 on our locks of the day, and we're gonna keep it going every single day. But the one thing, if you guys want to get the lock of the day, it will be on my Buy Me a Coffee page for supporters and members. Or if you guys want to send me a tip on Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle, give me the contact information. Every day I will be sending you the lock of the day. So guys, like I said, check out the description. All my bets are in there, but one of those bets is my lock of the day. And if you guys want to know it, become a member on my Buy Me a Coffee. Send me a tip on one of these payment methods. And all right, guys, let's get back to the action. All right, next fight in the featherweight division, guys. William Gomis taking on Robert Ruchala. This one, guys, I'm taking William Gomis. I think he's going to be able to come in here, use his technical striking, and mix in some takedowns. If he wants to win this fight pretty easily, he should be going to the well and taking this fight to the floor and rinse and repeat on it, because I just think Ruchala doesn't have the best takedown defense and he doesn't have the best grappling skills. So I think Gomis has a very tailor-made matchup if he wants to use his wrestling. And if he wants to just use his technical striking, it might be a closer matchup at that point, but I do believe he still wins. I think he's a better striker. I think he has a better better cardio. I think he has the better overall grappling skills. So for this fight, give me William Gomes, and I think he's probably going to do it by decision. All right, next fight, guys. Axel Sola taking on Reese McKee. Guys, this one, I'm taking Reese McKee, the underdog. I think the underdog has a good shot of winning this fight. I think Reese McKee might actually be my underdog of the day for tomorrow. I think Reese McKee's going to end up getting this fight done by knockout. Alex Sola's going to be takedown or bust, and if he's not able to take down McKee, McKee's going to put it on him and end up knocking him out. Alex Sola just is a guy that just tries to get this fight to the floor over and over again. He hasn't fought the best competition. He's coming over from Aries, where Aries FC was out there putting him in competition, like smash fights, where they wanted him to come in there and win pretty easily. Hence that he was minus 5,000, minus 8,000, minus 2,000, minus 800. They were just giving him a whole bunch of guys that weren't that good. And Reese McKee's fought higher competition, being in Cage Warriors and being in the UFC. This is his second time around. So I think Reese McKee's gonna end up stopping those takedowns and end up landing some shots on top and put away Alex Sola by knockout. So give me Reese McKee, and I think he does it by knockout. All right, next fight, guys, in the lightweight division, Borralho Oki taking on Mason Jones. This one, guys, I'm taking Mason Jones, and I'm very high on him this week, guys. I like Mason Jones a lot. He's a dog fighter that's not going to stop coming forward. He's not going to give up on himself. His striking is getting better and better. He has decent striking, but his takedowns are elite, and he has very good top control. Borralho Oki is very strong, but from what I've seen in that last fight of Michael Aswell, where I like Michael Aswell a lot, guys. I'm a big fan of him, and he came over as a big, giant underdog. I took him against Borralho Oki last time, and Michael Aswell went in there and put a dogfight on Oki and almost won the fight, and Aswell was on 4-day notice and up a weight class. Aswell usually fights at 145, and now he went up to 155, and Oki had trouble with him. Now against Mason Jones, a guy that's a natural 155er. He's big, as in like he has very high, big strength for his weight class, and I do believe his wrestling is going to be able to beat Borralho Oki. I think Oki's going to get taken down. I think Mason Jones is going to mix in his striking, because his striking is good as well, and I do believe he's eventually going to get this fight to the floor and then land some ground and pound and probably get a decision victory, because I do believe it's going to decision. So for this fight, give me Mason Jones, and I think he gets it done by the scorecards. All right, guys, next fight is going to be Modestas Bukauskas taking on Paul Craig. I'm taking Bukauskas, guys, and I think he's going to knock out Paul Craig, and I think this might be the last of Paul Craig we see in the UFC. Paul Craig is one of the last guys in the UFC that's going to be sitting there pulling guard and trying to get these submissions victory. If he just do not make a mistake, Paul Craig is probably an easy matchup for Bukauskas, and I think Bukauskas is going to end up knocking him out. Bukauskas is looking like a brand new fighter. Ever since he started training with Tom Aspinall in that camp over there, he's just looking really good. He's been fighting very smart, using his striking on the outside and not making mistakes. And I just think Paul Craig's going to be either probably going to be submission or bust, like pulling guard and trying to catch Modestas in something. But I think Modestas Bukauskas is going to stay clean with his striking, stay on the outside to where Paul Craig can't get a hold of him and end up knocking out Paul Craig. And then Paul Craig, I think, is going to be over from the UFC and probably get cut. So for this fight, guys, give me Modestas Bukauskas. I think he does it by knockout. All right, guys, next fight in the lightweight division, Benoit Saint Denis taking on Marcio Hoofy. This one, guys, I am taking Hoofy. I think Hoofy's going to end up knocking out Saint Denis. I see a lot of people that I respect on Benoit Saint Denis in this one, and I understand that people are trying to say that Hoofy doesn't have the best takedown defense, and it's kind of unknown, so they think Saint Denis is going to just come in, taking some shots, and eventually get this fight to the floor. But honestly, we haven't seen Hoofy try to stop a takedown yet. No one's been actually trying to take him down. And I just believe with the training camp out there with the Fighting Nerds, training with high-level grapplers every single day, I just think Hoofy has probably good takedown defense, and we just haven't seen it yet. He's very strong, very elusive. He has a speed. He, like I said, told you guys many times when he was in Cage Warriors, I told you guys this is the Brazilian Conor McGregor. He fights just like Conor McGregor. He kind of has the same stance, and he even kind of like looks like him with like a Brazilian type of way, where he has that big old chin and he fights in that karate stance and lands that sniper of a hand. And I do believe that's what's going to happen in this fight. I think Mauricio Hoofy is going to stop some takedowns and eventually knock out Benoit Saint Denis coming in, because Benoit Saint Denis is not going to see it coming. So for this fight, co-main event, give me Mauricio Hoofy, and I think he does it by knockout. Alright guys, now for the main event, Narsadine Imavov taking on Borralho. This one guys, I'm taking Borralho. I think Borralho is just going to have the great game plan for this fight. It's going to be a 50-50 fight, probably not one you want to have too much of an investment in because I think it can go either way. But I'm just thinking Borralho's side is going to be the side I'm going to be on because I think he's going to be able to mix that grappling in. He has decent striking. Imavov doesn't like being on his back foot, and I think Borralho is going to make him be backing up. Borralho is going to be pushing the pace. I think Imavov is going to eventually get tired in those later rounds. I think Borralho has a chance of finishing him in that 4th or 5th round or getting a decision victory and end up beating the #1 contender for Khamzat Chimaev next. Borralho always has a very good game plan. This man is smart, one of the best fight IQs in the UFC, and I believe that's what it's going to come down to. I think Imavov might be a better technical striker, but Borralho doesn't put himself in bad situations, and I do believe he gets his fight to the floor eventually, probably in that 3rd or 4th round. That's when he starts putting it on Imavov. So for this fight, guys, give me Borralho to win this fight and be the next #1 contender against Khamzat Chimaev, and I think he does it by a late finish or a decision. And alright guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page. UFC Paris, let's cash out for this event guys, and I'll see you guys next time for another MMA breakdown.